Hi, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role playing games with friends. This is Marvel Cinematic Universe Sundays. I have no rights to the IP in any way, shape, or form. We're just playing tabletop RPGs set in and around the Marvel Cinematic Universe
This
on
is a
Sundays.
transformative fan-made work. Do not sue us.
Thank you. That is exactly what it is. This is the finale of our Masks series. I'm very excited, and also it's that bittersweet moment. It's like the last performance of a play kind of feeling that you enjoy and you want to savor, but you realize, oh man. But the greatest part about MCU Sundays is that just because we end a particular series with a group of characters, they just go back into the toy box to be pulled back in or referenced or to inspire future games. So I fully expect to sometime down the road see these folks again, even if the players don't choose to play them in the next time that we gather together. Oh, Masks is, for anyone that's watching my channel, of course you know what Masks is. It is a young adult superhero RPG powered by the apocalypse. In this game, we have the from the outset, the bizarre pitch for the game became a odd assortment of young heroes end up embroiled in a contract to provide entertainment for the Mojoverse to empower the nigh demigod Mojo himself. And that has led to challenges against Doom himself, as well as attending uh, a high school called Brooklyn Visions Academy and becoming embroiled in Skrull related plots. And lastly, a tete a tete against Magneto and the Brotherhood of Mutants, formerly Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. So, a lot has happened. Let's go around the horn just for a reminder because Alexi wasn't able to join us for last session. So we can. Let's start from the right hand side of our character keeper. So Danielle, could you introduce yourself and tell us a brief bit about your character?
Hello, I'm Danielle and use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Betty Carter, who is also known by by her superhero name as the Supermarine, a name for her little mech that she has helped build in honor also of her dad, Steve Rogers, known in her universe as the Hydra Stomper, and her mom is Captain Britain, who is Peggy Carter. So she has been zapped here by tooling around with some cool new little glass bulbs and zappy things on her mech that created these portals that keep popping up, that got her here and almost sent people other places. And so she's been working with the Fantastic Four to kind of fix stuff, repair stuff, and also help her team here. And they've been staying at Bucky's place here in New York. And he has been, just making him an unlikely paternal figure, which has been great. And she's been trying to fix her tech and also wonder if she's going home. So that's what she's been up to.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Danielle. In the middle is the aforementioned Alexi.
Hey, so I'm Alexi, he, him. You can follow all of my gaming endeavors online at Cloven Pine Games if you so desire. In this series, I am playing Andromeda. She is the Gladiator playbook, so shout out to Brandon Leon Gambetta for that fan-made Masks playbook. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So Andromeda hails from Talokan, the MCU version of Atlantis. Her real name is Yao Tlachinol, but she goes by Anna or Andromeda on the surface world because it was a name she thought was cool. She took, she's absent without leave from her teleconil duties, but has been, kind of justifying this to herself on the grounds that she is learning about the surface world and forming alliances with surface world heroes, much like King Kulkan, also known as Namor, himself did. And she is proud. She is stubborn. She likes to smack things with her vibranium trident. But maybe she's learned some things so far here. She's going to have to give an account of herself to her dad, Atuma, who has come up from Talokan, and now there'll have to be some kind of reckoning at this point.
Reckonings with dads. Last but certainly not least, Rod, introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Hi, I'm Rod Ehim, and I'm playing Squirrel Girl using the Beacon playbook. And I think most Marvel fans are familiar with the character. It's a young person with the powers of a squirrel and the powers of a girl, who is trying to do the right thing, be a hero, and have fun doing it. And I have a cat trying to get my attention. But
you must
that's it.
give
That's
in to
it.
the cat. Awesome.
Is the cat playing Tippy Toe?
Tippy toe. I do have my tippy toe nearby. Yeah, so
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I did not realize this. This is a brief aside. Ryan North, creator of the Squirrel Girl comic, I've recently listened to a podcast interview with him, and he has been making a comic called Dinosaur Comics for 20 years now.
Yep, with the same art every day, but different
Exact
dialogue.
same art, but different dialogue. It is Googleable and it's pretty amusing. He's a guy who went to school for computer science because he knew he wanted to make comics, but he thought he could actually earn money doing computers. And it turns out that he can earn money doing comics, which is great. I like Ryan North a lot. Awesome.
He did the dinosaur ones. That's the guy, the squirrel. I'm more familiar with the dinosaur comics. I have read a little bit of Squirrel Girl, which I have loved, but I've been seeing those dinosaur comics forever on the internet. So, wow.
Yep, he's the dinosaur guy. I had no idea either. So pretty funny. 20 years. Insane. All right. So we have determined that some time has passed in our last session. Quicksilver decided to take a leave of absence from the team itself and has returned to Professor X's academy, leaving all of you to entertain Mojo, I guess. And he left one parting gift for Andromeda. When Andromeda, we like see a couple panels, like wordless panels of Andromeda in her, I think it was ill-fitting basketball uniform, and that it's obvious that you guys have won, and there's some celebration. And then when you come out of the locker, you see that there are a pair of vibranium tridents. One is Andromeda's, the other is Athuma's, and a little hastily scribbled note from Quicksilver saying, "Sorry, my not exactly dad stole this from you guys. Toodles."
Pietro.
Some time has passed, as I said at the top. Therefore, I've cleared out the team pool and reduced it to a mere one team pool. And I think it is interesting if we begin the session in Bucky's apartment, where at least Betty and Andromeda are currently staying. I will ask the player of Andromeda, is Atuma staying here, or does he just show up randomly later?
Yeah, I think he kind of turns up, right? Like, so we've been up to this point, we were like coordinating how we were going to find and take down Magneto to reclaim our vibrating weapons. I maybe haven't told him yet that I have his trident back, but I feel like I have to do that at some point.
Oh, that's perfection. I am a very big fan of he doesn't know that you have it. As I said in chat, I'm starting the Atuma clock. which is 0 to more than 0 number of hard moves before a Tuma shows up. Amazing. What about Doreen Green? Do you imagine that she is, because her mom would be totally supportive of whatever you need to do, honey. Are you staying at Bucky's apartment, which is very close to Brooklyn Visions Academy, or have you returned home?
I think I am staying at Bucky's for two reasons. One, she doesn't want anything of this Mojo verse problems spilling over to her home. And
Mhm.
two, I think she has a secret crush on Bucky.
Who doesn't? So crushable. That's great. Very appropriate crushing. Good crush choice. Okay, cool. We begin at the beginning. Of course, will be a school day because we had some chatter before game and talked about what would be fun to see, and a little bit more school stuff seems fun. So you guys have a sleepover. I'm imagining this is a MCU New York apartment, not an actual New York apartment.
So
Because-
it's bizarrely spacious.
It's bizarrely, it's like friend size, is what I'm saying. I'm imagining it's a 2-bedroom place, so one of you is sleeping on, at least one of you is sleeping on it. No, did Bucky take the couch? Oh, this is interesting. All right, so it's a 2-bedroom place. One of the bedrooms, because this is Bucky's place, is obviously the place where he had his home gym, as well as his spy stuff. The other one would be his official bedroom, which I would imagine would be extremely Spartan and decorated as if it were a place from the 1940s. So Betty would probably feel relatively at home there.
He's got a real alarm clock, like a real alarm clock that I know how it
the
works.
bells on the top,
Yeah.
and that you wind.
I know how to wind it and everything.
I love it. No phone in there, no TV, just a radio, like a classic style radio, where he listens to Sirius XM's Classics Radios channel. I like that.
That's so tragic, but yeah, it would be the retro skin on everything.
Yeah, so I think he has insisted that Betty stay there, and there's no way he's going to stay in that bedroom if he's giving it up to you. So I am curious, is it Squirrel Girl or Andromeda who ends up in a cot? I guess a cot in the
You could be in
workout
the-
room, or both of you.
In the bedroom. I assume that
Oh, that's
we're
true.
all bucket, unless whoever it is, they really enjoy, they want to sleep next to the gross sweaty gym stuff. Which maybe Doreen is like, I'm fine.
I mean, I think for Andromeda, it's not so unusual, right? Like sleeping not underwater is pretty strange, and so like the sweatiness of the gym is probably like marginally better than totally dry air.
Exactly. I like the humidity here. Cool.
Mhm.
So, an Andromeda in a gym seems apropos. So, Squirrel Girl, I guess you end up at the couch, and Bucky has just grabbed a sleeping bag and is sleeping in the main living room area, but not near the couch. So, yeah, I like that. Betty, do you imagine that you have some kind of mobile phone or communication device? Maybe you got something from
Yeah.
Fantastic Four. Do you think?
I think I had a phone because I was texting Quicksilver at one point.
That feels right.
So-
Yes.
Yeah. I think when she arrived here and found Bucky, he found some kind of maybe basic, like she can text on it, but it's not it's not the latest iPhone or anything.
Cool. So Betty, your alarm. Yes. You had a-
But if the Sue Storm gave her something that, if she needs like a high-tech thing, she can totally have given her something as well.
we'll stick with the a smartphone, but not top of the line. The alarm clock has yet to go off. It is a school day again when you receive a text, Betty, from none other than Sue Storm. It is a quick missive. I know that you have school today, but if you could stop by the Baxter building, I believe my research into your portal problem has yielded some fruit. She doesn't sign it because it's a text message.
Betty is like, got it. Be over as soon as possible. And she does sign it, Betty, and sends it.
Nice. So after that quick bit of texting, we pan out to the main living room. We see the part of the wall that has been, like, at this point, I think they've framed up. They've put a little bit of frame. The drywall, it hasn't been laid yet, but the tarp that was covering over the giant hole that was created in Bucky's apartment is now becoming a wall again. And Bucky's the first to get up. He gets up and he's gonna do what he would normally do, which is fix a mess of breakfast, probably some bacon and some eggs, because that's comfort food for him. And I'm curious what Andromeda does in the early morning.
I mean, she's probably trying to work out with this equipment and possibly doesn't know how to do it exactly, but she can at least, like, lift the entire stationary, the treadmill, and just free lift that, right? Like, that's fine.
So I see Andromeda probably wearing the basketball jersey and like lifting the entire treadmill. That is hilarious. What about Doreen when you wake up and see? Of course, we're gonna have like a moment where Bucky is cooking and maybe he's shirtless. We see that he's shirtless.
He's absolutely shirtless. That man does not wear clothes. He's wearing pants because there are children around. Like, that's
he's wearing pants because there are children around. And because a friend of mine has a pet peeve about people with prosthetics always wearing their prosthetic in media, I'm going to say that his arm is not currently on. He's just working naturally without any terrible problem. Right arm only. That's right, because his left arm is the one that's replaced. So he's he's got, of course, a cast iron skillet. He's a cast iron skillet kind of guy, and he's working with the bacon on that. And he's got a newer copper skillet that he's using for the eggs. And yeah, it was a gift from it was a gift from Sharon, I guess. And he's trying to get with things. But what about Doran?
Yeah, I think the smell of bacon definitely wakes me up. I think she pokes her head in, sees he's shirtless, turns around, walks out, comes back in. Hey, good morning. Do you oh, she's supposed to say, can you use a hand? But she stops herself. Can you
That's amazing.
use my help?
I think there's a moment where Sebastian Stan, the actor, could definitely pull off the I recognize where you were going and it's cool, I'm going to let that go moment. And he says, yeah, why don't you take the eggs? I was going with over easy. Do you prefer scrambled?
Gosh, squirrels are omnivores. I'll take it anyway. Any variety is the spice of life, they say. Haha. She just kind of babbles a little bit.
It's amazing. I love it. And then we hear was one of the little cans is like floating into the room to catch your awkwardness, and people are enjoying that. That is on display for potentially hundreds of thousands to millions of people. A quick cut to the four of you sitting down. Yeah, I'm trying to think New York apartment. I don't think would he have a dining room, or do you guys eat at like an island near the little kitchen area? Hmm.
You can have a small table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like small kind of cafe table style. Uh,
Like in the living room, sort of.
yeah, I like that. It kind of bleeds into the living room. I like that. And we have like three types of eggs. There's eggs over easy, they're scrambled, and then poached because he wasn't sure what people want. He's put his prosthetic arm on, and there is a plate covered with two paper towels that are soaked in grease with a big pile of bacon. And then probably some fruits. I would imagine you would like cut up slices of fruit to enjoy, a couple bananas. And yeah, you guys, it's just, are you guys driving yourselves to school, or there's no bus service here, but you could take the subway? I could take the pickup. It's out
Oh,
of the shop.
Betty is like freezes taking a poached egg and is like, I was just gonna ride the Supermarine. Is that not cool? You told me that's not cool to
I was going
do.
to run.
Get around.
Impressive.
Yeah. Um,
You really. So there's this show called The Transformers. I've watched it. It's really interesting. If you could get the Supermarine to turn into a car, Betty.
I never thought of that. I'll have to talk with Sue about that. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure those
yeah.
nerds could figure something out.
Hey, those nerds fixed my Mac. It's there. She actually, and she holds up her
After
phone.
breaking it,
That's true. We didn't let Johnny anywhere near this. Sue was very insistent. But she's got some breakthrough about my problem that my suit keeps causing. So I'm actually gonna head over there first, and then I will see you guys at school. So actually, I
You'll be
think
late. There's no way you can make it to the Baxter building in school on time, Betty.
maybe she'll have fixed
Bucky
my
says in
portal.
his attempt to sound like a dad.
oh,
Yeah.
I forgot to beat that orange man. I'll come with you, beat the orange man, then go to school.
Yeah, great. This is great. And then my portals will be fixed and we can just probably portal to school. Because I'm sure that will totally be possible. Doreen, do you have school stuff in the morning? Like, I guess you probably want to go to school.
Oh wow, I wish I could join you guys, but I promised Gwen that I would meet her. I think she made a breakthrough with this drug thing.
Oh, right.
Your friend is on drugs?
No, we're trying to fight drugs.
Fighting drugs. So 'cause drugs are bad.
Some drugs are very bad, yeah.
But coffee is okay, even though it is a drug.
It's a social drug, so yeah. It's
I'm
okay.
trying to make sure I understand.
It's only good if it's black, Bucky insists as he sips some very, very black coffee. Reminder about the drug problem. I believe that Andromeda would have strong suspicions that one of your fellow players may have partaken of.
Well, Alexi, the player, knows that that's the case because you described the player like suddenly being much better. But Andromeda mostly attributed that to her excellent leadership, causing the player to exhibit these newfound skills.
Why is Andromeda so bad at detecting things? Because she assumes she's responsible for it and that it's all good.
If Squirrel Girl like describes what effects the super drugs might have, Andromeda might put two and two together, but she wasn't suspicious during the basketball game. That's what I'll say.
Everyone just needs their inner nobility coached out of them.
Andromeda is trying some of the black coffee, and she's like, it's all right. I think it needs more kick. And she starts putting sriracha in it.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Betty is like looking from her half a cup of extremely milk-filled coffee. It's the only kind.
This red rooster sauce is the greatest of human foods that I have encountered so far.
That does look kind of interesting. I don't know. I've never seen it before, but it was pretty good.
You're
On
gonna have
eggs.
to you're gonna have to cook for us some night, or let me help me cook some night, Andromeda. I would be curious to try telecani. Is that what we would say? Cooking?
Alicano cooking. Yeah, I mean, we would
Telecano
have to
cooking.
track down some deep sea squid, but I'm sure someone sells that in this city. It's so there's so many stores.
I think they
He
have a
hops up
giant
and
squid at the
grabs a little
museum.
scratch pad.
Oh, we could get it from the museum. Great.
They have a giant squid. It's all in a case.
They're a little precious about the deep sea squid, folks, but I can get us some squid. That's fine.
All right.
Down.
Sounds like fun.
Okay.
Come, let us beat the rock man.
That's amazing. Instead of screen wipe.
If you want it to be.
Yeah.
Squirrel
Yeah.
Girl, we're splitting the party, just so we're clear. Squirrel Girl is going to meet up with Ghost Spider because you dropped in that Gwen had a lead to follow up on. Is that right?
Yeah,
Or
that's
do you
okay.
want to? Yeah, it's totally okay. I just want to make sure I heard that right, and that's what Rod intended to happen next. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
And if the portal thing gets fixed, then we can immediately portal over to Squirrel Girl and unsplit the party.
Could very much
Clearly,
so.
that's what's gonna happen.
Well, ending a scene on a "Let's go beat the big orange rock man" has to immediately follow on with that. So with the next establishing shot is the two of you looking up at the Baxter building with the giant Fantastic Four insignia on it. No, Reed Richards didn't put that up after the Avengers Tower went down. Of course, he didn't do that because the Avengers Tower A was taken down and it was moved upstate. He did it for some other reason that he has yet to explain.
It was on sale.
So it's like a 4 on sale. I found it at IKEA. What are you gonna do? So you guys enter, head up the glass, well, not glass, but effectively glass tube lift that takes you, and then you walk out into the humongous, very 70s sci-fi vibe laboratory. We're thinking like lots of smooth brushed metal. You have the Supermarine, but maybe there is a smaller replica of the Supermarine mech that has been constructed based off of the notes and everything that you two had to collaborate on to fix. And working there would be Sue, but also sitting, reading a newspaper, wearing a cat hat, and a pair of like Fantastic Four blue briefs is the thing. And he
Before
looks up.
Oh yeah, but before we walk in, I think Betty will nudge Andromeda and be like, "So, you might want to not go power first because he's real smashy, but I don't think he's a morning person, so he'll probably be real slow. So I think you got that advantage on your side." And I didn't know if I could use my
Yeah,
above
you
the
can.
fray to provide tactical input. That gives I think it just adds one team to the pool, but I can.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
We'll say that works. That is amazing. What is Andromeda's reaction to Betty's? Obviously, she thinks you're not good enough to win on your own, so she's giving you tactical advice. Oh wait, maybe that's not how you interpret it. How do you interpret that?
Let me think about this. I'm going to go with good, Betty. You always have to be eyeing potential foes to discover their weak points. I'm glad you're thinking like a warrior here. Now, yeah, I just want to next time we're fighting alongside each other, I want to see you put that into practice and hit him where it hurts. All right.
okay, she says, like fully being like, I hope that never happens. Like, okay, hopefully you take care of the thing and hopefully we won't have to do that. But I'll try. I'll try. You knock this one down and I'll get the next one.
Uh,
So again, yeah, that was all in the lift. You step out. Sue looks up. She's got this. You can actually see through it, so the words are backwards on the screen, lit up glass looking data pad, and she swipes a couple things. Looks up. She's in a smart lab coat because it's a TV show, so smart scientists always wear lab coats, even though she's not doing research that would require such a thing. It's an indicative of status, and that's what we do in TV. So she looks, oh, Betty, I didn't realize you were going to be stopping by before school. And the thing looks up, adjusts his cap. It's about time you showed up. I was thinking that you were scared.
nah, I just had to beat some puny humans in basketball first.
You mean this? And he's pointing at the like scores. He goes, I lost 50 on this one, but I should have bet against you, right? Wait, no, I would have lost.
All right. And enough chit chat, Rock Man. Are we doing this or not?
Yeah. You seen it's clobbering time this early in the morning?
All
You know-
times are clobbering time. That is the way of the Telecano.
It's awesome. The thing is like, this is the best foreplay I've had in forever, but it's not gonna go there. But that's where his head is. No, it's like, all right. And Sue says, whoa, whoa, whoa! This is a laboratory. Would you please head to the gym? Come on. What are we gonna do? Mash the instruments? It's fine. Okay, yeah, maybe we should go to the gym. And Sue says, well, we don't have to meet here, and I'd like to make sure that they don't escalate too badly. Do you mind if I can share with you what I
Yeah,
found?
that was great. Sorry, you said you had a breakthrough, so I had to be here, right away. But then I forgot that this was going to happen. So I would also like to make sure that just in case Andromeda needs a little from the sidelines.
Nice. So then the four of you stuff into the glass tube, and we have the thing just like looming over all of you. And he says, Smurfette there. Any ground rules? Like, can I throw you? Or does that offend you or nothing like that?
You can try.
Ain't no weapons though. Just a mano-y womano, right? Right, Smurfette?
Sure, right. She'll crack her knuckles.
Betty is like, that means no. That just means barehanded.
Got it. Yes.
Yeah, because you tried to stick me with that big fork of yours. I'll stick it where the sun don't shine, Smurfette.
We can fight hand to hand. I'll save the trident for if you ever go evil and need to be put down. Just in case.
It'd take a whole village to take me down if I go evil. You just better pray that I stay the ever-loving clobbering thing. Door opens up, and it's this humongous gymnasium, Olympic-sized pool. It like takes up the entire floor, right? And he steps out, starts cracking his neck, and we hear this. It doesn't sound like bones cracking. It sounds like somebody like clacking a few pieces of slate together, and a couple of sound effects, little Foley art of the thump, 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 thump as he steps into a. I don't imagine it's a boxing ring. I imagine it's just like it's kind of maybe like a huge like judo circle type setup. Nothing easy peasy. This is reinforced concrete, which means when I slam you into it, it ain't gonna break. Just you're gonna break, honey. By the way,
Big
do you
talk,
actually break?
Rockman.
I don't know much about the Talacacanis. You talk a big game, but am I actually gonna like cause a compound fracture or anything?
Uh, yeah, she'll like, you know, stare him down and say, whatever you can dish out, I can take. You just get ready to paste yourself back together in the end if you need to.
All right. Well, it's been a while since I went round for round with Hulk ever since he decided he was Smart Hulk. Whatever. Stupid glasses. Punch him in his stupid glasses. Cool. So as you guys are like sizing each other up, we also have a brief bit with Sue and Betty. Sue says, I think, and I wanted to run the data by you because you designed it, but I think that there were a couple of tweaks we can make to the algorithms here. And she highlights a couple things and kind of drags in other strings of formulae in order to kind of plant over top of it. And it looks like there was a part of this where you were reaching for it. And when she settles in these adjustments to the formulae, it really locks in place. Like she gets it. Maybe she didn't design this, but she understands the direction you were going.
I think that's the missing piece. I ran that with those other modifiers, but clearly it needed the you're right, adding the extra intensities, squaring, with the root, that's exactly. Listen,
I just figured
haven't-
out the path, and this is good. I think that we can rerun and see if we can focus the energies to open the portal where you want it to go.
so I could use it and it wouldn't destabilize the whole world like this.
I think so. Reed's checked some of our math and he concurs that it's a minimal amount of risk to attempt to utilize it for another field test.
Fabulous, fantastic. This is so, and she's like looking at not just what they've discovered, but like the iPad that it's on, or like the clear glass. Like, this is so, and your tools are so. I hate to. Maybe I can take something with me. This is so fabulous. You guys are doing exactly the kind of research that I was hoping to do. Yes, we should test it out right away. Maybe we can, after this, we can portal to the school.
Well, a field test is in order. Sure. We could do that. And then boom, Brooklyn Visions Academy. Because that's our hard cut to Squirrel Girl, who's been patiently.
My doorbell just rang as you said that. So
Go take care of it.
I'm gonna go to Andromeda. I'll be right back.
Okay, you bet.
Thanks.
So let's go Andromeda. Is we started to cut, but it turns out we edited that out in post, and instead we stick with you. I'm totally seeing Rich is old, so this reference is for old people, but totally seeing the Rocky Apollo Creed where the two are like crossing across the boxing ring, about to hit each other, kind of moment there. You see on lots of comics covers as well, so I'm not that bad or old. I'm not. I'm going to keep saying that until someone believes it to be true.
No, certainly not.
Do you wish to directly engage a threat? He said with his salt and pepper beard that I probably should have shaved to look younger.
I'm gonna assess the situation first.
Ooh, delightful. I think
Andromeda
that's
using her
amazing.
brain. This is great.
So smart. She's really come a long way. You
Now,
assess the situation, roll plus superior.
Now I am still guilty, so this is a flat roll instead of +2 for my superior. Where's the link to the?
Oh yes, let me
roller?
link you to the die roller in Zoom chat. Boom.
There we go. Okay, making the flat roll to assess.
Making the flat roll.
No, no, no. It's a 3.
Wow.
How dare the dice do this to me? All right.
Oh, that's amazing. And by
So that's a
amazing, I
miss.
mean really low roll where you get to mark potential.
Yeah,
Hey!
marking
You're
some
gonna have
potential.
an advance before the fight's over. Yeah, even
Potential.
with your +2, it wouldn't have helped.
Great.
It's true. That was destined to be a fail. Let me think for just a moment.
First die roll of the session. Also,
It's true. It's true. Okay. Rich needs to look at possible moves. I have such a lovely menu of moves. Whatever shall I do? What's the principles, Rich? You know what? Dang it. Yeah. How could the thing best end this quickly with you, Andromeda?
shoot. Okay. She's so like the thing we've established about Andromeda is she, always puts up a like really confident demeanor, even if she's shaken, right? Like she like hides whatever she's dealing with. So like probably he like notices that she's like favoring one leg or something, right? Like there's some injury that she hasn't actually addressed from previous fights she's been in, where she's just kind of like tried to push through without actually fully recovering. So there's a weak point to
it's the old wound. Awesome. As you take a moment to figure out what's going on, get your bearings, try to suss out where is the thing weakest, he lumbers for pull, moving as only a CGI character can move, grabs you by your bad leg, and then does the Thor puny god trick with Loki and just wham, wham, wham. Please take a powerful blow.
Great, I will do that.
You only have one condition marked, so it'll be fine.
Yeah. This is, hey,
Hey!
that's a 4.
Hey, that's the second fail in a row. I like where this is going. That is a potential. You stand strong. Tell us how that looks.
Yeah. So rolling low is good this time.
That one move, you perfectly timed a bad roll on the perfect move.
Yeah. When you take a powerful blow and you ship danger up and any other label down, I'm gonna do that. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. This definitely hurts. But if there's one thing that Andromeda is pretty good at, it's compartmentalizing pain so that she doesn't have to deal with it right now. So she's gonna push the hurt aside, and like when like she's at the like apex of one of those like swings, just bust out of the thing's grip to like come down on him unexpectedly, right? And like hit him from an unusual angle before like making the like 3-point landing, and say like, is that all you've got?
Nice. Oh, he steps back, claps, and it's like, it sounds like a small earthquake. And he claps a few times. That was pretty good. Jen Walters, she did that trick once, and I thought I'd figured out, Gotta tell you really need to get that looked at, by the way, that leg there, Smurfette.
You talk too much. And then now she'll like charge in and try and catch him off guard.
Nice. Cool. So now you can directly engage this threat. And once we do that, we'll probably cut away to
Yep.
finally see what Squirrel Girl's up to.
Okay, that's a 12.
What? You are trading these dice. That's amazing.
And I did, boost my danger, so that helped. But yeah, it comes to a 12 on that directly engage. I will resist or avoid his blows, and
Perfect.
impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition as I just really try to prove all my boasting true by sending the thing through a wall here, right?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes, yes, that's exactly what I need. Like, I'm imagining that, like, just so we're like, maybe there are like smaller half walls and stuff. Yeah, that could be that to like break stuff out. Yeah, because we need dramatic walls to be thrown through.
Gotta need
So,
dramatic walls.
boom, he like slams through a concrete wall and it's like rock and rubble and the thing, and he's impressed. It's like kind of dusts himself off, and maybe that's enough. We don't know quite yet, but because there's just that moment of, ugh, and then boom, quick cut again. But this one it's the first time we've actually cut to it. Brooklyn Visions Academy, and Doreen Green, you're meeting up with Gwen, but as the two of you are walking towards the school, you see Nancy is like waiting for you. Your friend, your normal friend who doesn't have superpowers and has been your buddy for years, is like waiting for you. She's got her books up and she sees, and you're with Gwen, and there's that moment of like, she doesn't hate Gwen, but, and she's not possessive or anything, but there's that little look of like, oh, great. Gwen is excitedly saying, so I'm pretty sure that someone on the basketball team is using.
Oh, oh. I I waved to Nancy, and actually, I kind of kind of wave her towards us as we're walking towards her. Wait, I'm trying to remember. She knows about Andromeda, so she won't think it's Andromeda.
Right, she's not going to
Right.
think it's Andromeda.
Okay. Wait, that's perfect. I can get Andromeda to investigate. Find out who's dealing this. I mean, if it was just that scroll guy, that's fine. But if it's deeper than that, we got to find out.
I, I think it might be Gabriella Noor, because I was looking at the scores, and the only person who played better than she did is Andromeda, and we already know what's going on with Andromeda.
Mm,
Nancy says, "Wait, Gabriella? She's cool. Are you sure about that?" And Gwen looks over and says, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure." But she says it like, "Baby, you don't know what you're talking about, Nancy, and you're causing problems and hampering my investigations." She doesn't say those words, but Doreen, you kind of hear it.
right. All right. So I'm gonna try to keep our focus. Is wait, is just refresh my memory. Is this the one that tripped Andromeda? This isn't the same person who tripped Andromeda. In
The girl who tripped Andromeda is Lisa Strode.
She's not on the basketball team.
She's not on the basketball team. She just showed up to, well, maybe she showed up to mock Andromeda, but that happened.
Right.
No, Gabriella Noor is down on row 13 on the far right.
Okay. Wow. So Nancy, it sounds like you know her.
I do. She's here on scholarship. Not that that means anything, but still, this place is really important to her. I don't think she would put her, because if that's true, she's kicked out. Right? There's a zero tolerance policy here.
well, everyone makes bad choices sometimes, and doesn't make them bad people. But if there's any truth to it, we need to see if she needs help. Do you think you can um how about if
Text her and see if she'll meet with us.
Perfect.
She'll have lunch with us. Oh, she asked if Andromeda's coming to lunch with us. What should I say?
As does she want her there?
I mean, it's pretty obvious she wants her there.
Oh, then tell her yes.
Okay, great. It's a date or whatever. I need to head off to my locker and swap out some books, Nancy says.
Thanks,
Says,
Nancy.
okay, cool.
We could have done it without you.
He just takes off, and Quinn's like, she's pretty cool. Listen, I think it's more than just that one instance, though. I was thinking maybe we could lay a trap. Anybody who's got superpowers, they want to show off, right?
Yeah. Yeah, why wouldn't they?
So, we could do some kind of social media challenge, like a TikTok challenge, or we could do stage an attack on the school. That could go wrong in like so many ways. I don't know. What do you think?
Right. So this drug, I mean, what are the signs? Was it the glowing eyes? I mean, it usually has glowing
Yeah.
eyes, right?
Yeah, glowing eyes. That's what we saw on the coach, and it should be an indicator. Yeah.
All right. Well, there's I don't know. Yeah, yes. All right, TikTok challenge. We'll make it viral. All the kids will know. The faculty will be clueless. Uh, we'll have we'll have it after hours in the school parking lot. Um, oh gosh, hmm, hmm. All right, we'll have. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. I'm trying to think what.
Oh yeah, we don't want to talk about money, but like, oh, what do people want? Followers? Oh, what do kids our age want? I mean, popularity, of course. Oh, like a new thing. Oh, maybe something to do with the
Fidget
Fantastic
spinners. Everybody wants fidget spinners.
Four.
I got it.
Maybe Johnny Storm. Johnny
More
Storm
got it.
would come.
streams.
No,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
having
so
an impromptu edition for the we're gonna say that the this is gonna go out and there's talk about there's rumors of a new Avengers team forming, and
Ooh.
they're looking for younger members, and they want to see
Young
anyone who
Avengers. We'll
wants to
call it
audition.
Young Avengers. What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. That's a little too on the nose, maybe.
All right. All right. Cool. Avengers 2.0. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Perfect.
Avengers next. No. Avengers 2.0. I'm sticking with that one. Sweet. So she starts like posting on a few group texts as you guys walk into school and the bell rings. And we cut back to Baxter building. And, I think we see the thing is like still dusting himself off, and it was pretty short, but he didn't break. Holds out a hand.
I will take his hand. You are a mighty sparring partner, Orange Rock Man.
The Thing. Or Ben. My friends call me Ben.
I hope I never have to clobber you for real, Ben.
Me too. Me too, Smurfette. Sue says, well, I guess you need to get to school. It's already
She said she's ready for a field
8:24.
test. We're doing a field test. Andromeda, you want to come on the field test?
I like tests.
Sorry, Betty was so excited. She just like runs in front of Sue.
I love it.
and
That's perfect.
Like, we're gonna test this out. It probably won't peel your skin off. Probably.
Good.
Oh,
I'd like
should I
to
turn off that
reminisce.
setting? The peel your skin off setting? Sue asks with a little smirk.
was-
Probably.
That
We'll
was
have to test
sarcasm,
it.
right? That isn't a setting.
No,
No,
although
I think it's burn your skin off for sure. You're gonna die, Andromeda.
Earth humor or surface world humor. I understand that this
Puts
was
his
a
cat hat back on.
joke.
Joke. Sweet. Let's see how this goes. I think you're unleashing your powers, right?
Yeah, are we
Oh, boy.
portaling? Are we portaling to school? Is that what's going on?
I think that is the idea.
That's the intent.
Yeah,
so
which
and Andromeda slaps on her image inducer and goes from blue to human flesh tone skin.
yeah, I can use a gadget for this.
Oh, true. Absolutely, you can.
But I do still, oh shoot, then I still have to roll superior, which I am still guilty apparently. So yeah,
Actually,
that's
that one-
that's worse than
flat, it would be -1.
wait, no.
Hold on.
Oh, hang
Let's
on.
check, let's check.
Conditions affect
Only affect basic moves.
conditions affect the
Oh.
moves, not the stats.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So if
I use
you're
this.
unleashing your powers with superior, it doesn't matter if you're guilty.
Right.
Oh, okay. I guess so. Yeah. So I'm gonna spend a gadget to roll superior on this.
Okay.
So does that mean that I get the modifier then?
You
If
get
it's
the
not a
superior
basic
+1. Yes.
Okay.
You're rolling
So
superior.
I'm using that. She's in the supermarine and it's sort of firing up and it's got like a slightly different green color stacking up
Ooh.
in the little glass tubes. Yeah. It's got,
Nice.
instead of like a rumble and a scratchy rattle, it's got a much smoother sound for some reason. Because
Nice.
the Fantastic Four and
And Andromeda says, "Betty, what do you need me to do? How can I help?"
stand behind me. Just thinking.
Okay.
And if I start moving backwards, just keep me in place.
You got it.
She like points at a blank wall in the corner and just like hits a button.
Do you want an extra +1 forward on this, Danielle?
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna spend from my hold from training with you way back when to give you a +1 forward here.
Yay. Okay, like hang on to me. All right. And she hits the same button as before. Woo!
Nice. And as all this happening, I think Thing sidles up to Sue and says, "It's not really gonna kill him, right?" Pretty sure. Let's see you go ahead and roll.
Okay. I got a 9.
Ooh, a 9. So
Impressive.
on a 7 to 9, on a hit, you do it. On a 7 to 9, mark a condition, or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
Ooh. If it's, I guess it could be it could look a little
No,
wayward.
no.
No.
This is your choice. You can spend a condition to say it just happens, or I
Okay.
get to make the determination about how I will tell you if
I
the effect is unstable or temporary.
I think that she'll mark a condition
You don't want to
because
give me the power to tell you if what happens? That's
well,
fine. Mark a
I can't.
condition.
It's so important to her right now. No, it's okay because
Absolutely.
I want it to be not 100% there yet. So
Okay. Well.
I won't do that so that you can tell me how it is not 100% there yet. Maybe. I don't know whether I assume that we can still get to school, but I don't know what's gonna happen on the way.
Awesome. So, uh, green pulses of light start to emanate from um, the supermarine, and it envelops both you and Andromeda. And then you see that a portal opens up. You move forward through it. It sends you through a few different dimensions. Um, and then you zap to the other side, and you're standing in the parking lot, not far from where the supermarine was parked before. But then, as the supermarine's there, you hear like a weem, 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 and then everything starts to power down, and you see that one of the glass bulbs is cracked, and it is leaking. So it worked, but it looks like it is a thing where it's not entirely stable.
Okay. Oh man. Well, Andromeda, you have all your limbs?
Present and accounted for.
Excellent. I'm gonna
Uh,
have to talk to Sue about this, get this ship shape again. But we went to the right dimension. This is excellent. This is terrific. I'm gonna have to make some notes about this immediately. And
Nice.
she doesn't even like get out of the mech, like forgets she's supposed to get out of the mech and go to school, and she's like already just putting on notes, chilling on her pad, like, glass bulb cracked, maybe new material.
The bell rings and kids are getting out of classes, transitioning to your next class, which of course you happen to have with Squirrel Girl. So you guys have to hustle to catch up, and then you'll end up in I don't know. It's times past, and I really liked Miss Caleros, so maybe you end up back in Trig. So that's where you're going to go.
Yeah,
Cool.
that
We're
works.
going to take our mid game bio break. So let's pause here. Moments later, the bell rings again, and Andromeda, wearing the image inducer, and Betty enter class. Squirrel Girl is already there, Dorian Green. And you see your two erstwhile teammates there, as well as their little hovering iBot cameras are following them in. Do you guys? I can't remember. Is Doreen like sit in the back girl? I can't remember if she's a sit in the back, sit in the middle, sit in the front.
I think that yeah, we established that she was sitting in the back with Andromeda in one class. So she can observe, I guess, the other students. Yeah, I explained the plan to Andromeda and Betty. We're gonna try to lure out people who've been using the drug later on today by holding auditions for a new Avengers group.
Oh, we're making a new Avengers group?
No, I mean that's just the pretense. We're not actually gonna. I mean, who
okay.
knows? But also Anna, we're gonna have lunch with your teammate. We believe that she might be taking this super enhancing drug.
What? What
Well,
do you
we're gonna
mean?
find out. Gabrielle?
Gabriella, she's just really good. She got she got serious after I gave that speech to the team at the game, and she scored all those baskets. She put the ball through the basket, which is what you're supposed to do.
That's true. That is the point.
You
Did
think
she
she's
seem
using drugs
weird?
just because she was doing what you're supposed to do in the game?
I'm gonna look to Gwen. You thought she's using the drugs. Did you is it just just that she's performing so well, or do you know anything else? I asked Gwen.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if Gwen was in the scene or not. Yeah,
Oh,
how
sorry.
does Gwen defend her leap of life? No, it's all good. She's here. She says, well, and she'll pull up her phone and show you guys a couple of articles from local blogs about news reports from before you guys showed up about people with superpowers. And then she pulls it back to a little map of Brooklyn Visions Academy, and everything's happening within like this, if it were the nexus of where all these things are happening, and they're all petty crime stuff. None of them are listed, none of them are known superpowered criminals. So, detective work, she answers with.
Hmm.
Is
Are
there a
you,
scan?
are you oh, sorry. What was the question?
No, I think Betty's just trying to think of like what she can do and is like, do you want me to set up a scan for like the audition kids? Or maybe I can like figure out if there's like, if I had a piece of the drug, I could figure out what it's made of and then find a way to detect it.
Oh, so we need to get the drugs.
It would be helpful.
Well, the only
But
person who I know who has it is, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's Gabriella.
maybe you can get it, maybe you can. Okay, if you guys have her distracted at lunch, I'll go look in her locker. Right?
I don't know about this. She's on my team. I mean, like not like my team, but my other team, the team for basketball.
It's okay. I'm not on your team for basketball. So this really has nothing to do with you. You don't have to worry about it.
Hmm.
I'm just a weird kid at this school. You can blame it on me. It'll be fine. I never heard about any of this.
Are you provoking Andromeda
Yeah, I like that. Let's
Yeah.
let's see, provoking.
All
to
right.
accede to your plan?
And I have a -1 to this one though, because this is
You're bad at provoking.
I'm normally great at provoking, but I'm still a little worried it might go poorly. Oh,
No, no, it goes great.
nope, goes great.
Does go great. That is an 11 minus 1 for a 10. So
Yeah.
for PCs on a 10 plus, both, meaning if you do it, if you buy into this, you get to add a team to the pool. And Andromeda, if you fight Betty on this, then you have to mark a condition.
I'll go along with that. I think Andromeda purses her brow and then says, "Okay, that makes sense. We're just having lunch with a teammate. You're doing your investigation, and probably you'll just clear her entirely, and we'll be able to find out who's really involved in this drug stuff."
Yeah, if I run across any drugs on my way there, I'll check that out instead.
So Andromeda's agreed to do this.
Okay. Then add a team to the pool, which replaces the. Yeah, you're up to 3 now. It's
Yeah.
it's a lot of team. Some bad stuff need to happen.
And we haven't even gone into battle yet. I
And
know.
we have multiple moves that give more when we go into battle.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, because if we combine captain and above the fray, we potentially get 2 more than usual when we go into battle.
Oh, that's when we enter battle. Okay. Yeah. Given this roller, we might need it. So we never know. Awesome. So yeah, I think Betty nods and like peels off. Like, see you guys later then.
All right. Does anyone want to want me to do like a comfort and support kind of?
Ooh, you're really
I
good
don't
at
know.
that.
I see your.
Andromeda is guilty, and you can probably tell that she's that she was uncomfortable with the plotting against a teammate just there. So that's totally. I'm totally open to that if you want to go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. And this isn't. Think of it. Yeah. Think of it that we're investigating to clear her, not investigating to get her into trouble. So that's really great that you're looking out for your other teammates. So every team should have you on it.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I
That's
have to
sweet.
roll.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. Roll plus
Okay.
mundane.
Right. Let's see. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that was horrible.
Amazing.
I'm so sorry. I stole the good roll
That's
to
awesome.
scheme instead of help.
Sweet. I think you are, Doreen, offering just the perfect amount of support to Andromeda. It really should land. But then Lisa Strode comes in with her phone and she shows a video of the basketball game last night at one point when early on before Andromeda figured out how the sport even works. You're like shooting at the wrong basket. And she says, yeah, I totally want to have her on my team. And she laughs a little bit and says,
Listen here, you
did I
little.
share this with everyone? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there's some really good music in the background of that little video that I totally made of you.
I'm marking angry.
Amazing. Squirrel Girl, how do you react to Lisa Strode like swooping in and stealing your compassionate team speech there?
I'll just say out loud, some people are so unhappy that they have to make other people or try to make other people unhappy too. It's really pathetic and kind of sad. But I guess, what can you do about it if they're gonna act that way? The joke's gonna be on them in the end.
It's awesome. I love that. Just sour grapes. You're the worst.
It's so mature and like so not landing with teenagers. It's like, wow, I guess they're really unhappy. And Atina's like, yeah, well, so am I now.
Betty, do you get a hall pass? Because I don't
Ooh,
know if hall passes really exist in current high school, but it's a lovely thing that I want to
yes.
exist. So I'm asking if you.
I think her instinct would be to assume that that's probably a thing. Because it probably is more, well, honestly, she might have been some blend of homeschooled too. So I think she's just like, but she does need a reason to be in the hallways when everyone else is like elsewhere. So I think she might ask if what's his name, the her 3D printing student
Thank you,
friend.
Lee.
Yeah,
Yankee.
thank you. Yeah, I think she would be like, he might be able to get give me a reason. Maybe there's like a job that I'm just sweeping the halls for something important. maybe
Cool.
there's
So
a
you're
thing.
hoping to get Genki to help you. It sounds like you are attempting to provoke Genki to help you. We'll say he's in
Yeah.
this class. Sure, why not? What do you need?
Yeah.
And then
What
you
is
explain it. Now please provoke roll plus your superior.
okay?
And
I'm
you are -2 on that. So you're rolling -1. Oh, it's gonna go great.
wait. I'm -2 as well, or just wait, because
No,
provoke.
you're rolling to provoke, which is
Yeah,
normally a roll plus superior, but you have the guilty condition
yeah.
marked.
So I'm
Therefore, you
rolling
have a minus.
-1.
Yeah, so you're rolling some
Okay,
-1.
nice. Okay.
Ah,
I'm like, hey, Genki, it's really, it's a real important thing. It's like more important than whatever this class is right now. Definitely.
it's trig. Uh, sure. Okay. He like pops out and he pulls up his little school iPad thing, and then there's a phone call, and Miss Calero stops and she talks. She says, okay, sure. Miss Carter, you're wanted in the
Yes.
front office? And Genki does this
Sure.
like
Okay.
nod of like cockiness.
Okay.
And then he slips you a piece of paper and it lists the locker number for Gabriella. So looks it up.
Awesome.
Good luck. Don't forget, I'm the guy in the chair. So you make your way
She's
down
like,
the hallway. Oh, yeah, no.
you're a solid one, Genki. Or like some like very 1940s slang. Like probably slightly incomprehensible to him. Like you're a real you're the cat's pajamas, Genki. I won't forget this.
Oh, that's great. And he's like, yeah, I'm into that. You head down the hallway, checking all of the locker numbers, and sure enough, you come to the locker that Genki has told you is Gabriella's. It is locked because it's a locker, hence the name lock. What do you
Hmm.
wish to do here? How do you open it? I mean, it's a lock, so you're a superhero. You're a
Yeah.
genius. What is this like?
I think I think she's just got like, she's got like random tools in her pocket, like probably one of those like slim screwdrivers type things, since she uses those. I think she's just gonna like use between a screwdriver and just like listening really closely, like as
Oh,
she's
neat.
like safe cracking it. Like I think this is just straight up using her raw skills to be like,
Nice. You do the little rotating dial lock there, listening in. Click,
yeah.
click, click, click. And you pull the lock off. You open up the locker. You see in there's like a poster of like, oh, shoot. He's the guy who does the, oh, crap. Sorry. Rich needs to use words. Into the Spider-Verse, he does the song that Miles is jamming to in the very, very beginning. Modest Mouse? No, that's not it. Oh man,
Oh,
I'm the worst.
um,
This is
there
totally
was Post Malone did a
Post
song
Malone. That's
on the
it. Thank
soundtrack.
you. It says, yes, it's Post Malone. It's totally Post Malone. You are good. Yes, Sunflower. There we go. So you see a poster of Post Malone inside the locker, a couple of books, and then there is this pair of glass vials that are in a little keeper that's hanging from a little belt. Uh, and
Oh,
it looks greenish. What
wow.
are you doing? What are you doing in my locker? You hear from
This
behind
looks
you.
like the buzz. Um,
It is Gabriella. What do you do?
uh, I think
She like pushes you aside and reaches in and grabs the vials.
like, what are you
What are you, some kind
doing?
of fink? Are you a narc? You're the worst.
What are you doing with this juice in your locker, huh? What what is that about? Huh? She's like, seems like you've got more questions to be answering.
Slams the locker closed. What are you going to do? Turn me in? Is that your plan? Is that your whole plan?
Betty is trying to think of what her whole plan was. And I think she's thinking of like Andromeda of like, I'll do this now so that you can do this later, kind of a thing. She's like, okay, what was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to do? And is like, no, I'm gonna turn these in. And I think she just wants to like try and run past her and grab the stuff.
Ooh, that sounds
She's-
amazing. You're definitely confronting here. So let's have you roll plus danger. You do not have a condition affecting that move, but you're not great at it because you have a danger of -1.
Yeah, I am like, I don't care about you, but I do care about this. Oh boy!
Is that a 2 I see
That's-
before me?
Oh,
That
Betty.
I tried.
Amazing. You reach for it, you grab the belt and yank it away from her and start to move on. But then when you glance over your shoulder, she's holding one of the vials and she uncorks it, drinks it really fast. And then you see her eyes start to glow a little green and she takes off like fire after you. Like, what do you do?
Boy. I'm going to. What is the closest like hall? Is there an adult office looking thing? Like I'm gonna try and duck into a teacher's office as fast.
Let's
as
have you assess the
possible.
situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Roll plus superior.
Yeah, this has been working out. I need to
It's
figure
still a
out.
-1.
I need to
Hmm?
at least 2 okay. I need to figure out what I did that's making me guilty. Hmm.
You just need somebody to comfort and support you successfully.
I'm like, what am I at? 2, 3? I may advance before the end of the session.
Is that a 4 I see before me?
Yes, that is.
Awesome. You look around and then bam, you get hit in the back. She was faster than you could have possibly anticipated. She hits you in the back, knocks you to the ground, and then you feel a hand, like vibrating hand, grab your shoulder, and then she like slaps you across the face like 6, 7 times. It's her hand is a blur. Her body is just vibrating, but her hand is just you can't even. It's like looking at a fly's wings. Please roll to take a powerful blow.
Ooh. Okay. And I get +1 because of my condition, or
Yes, you
yeah,
do.
I haven't taken
And you want to
another one.
roll low.
I'm sure I just rolled super.
So just keep
Wow.
rolling low and you'll be all set.
Oh no! The
There it
worst
is.
possible result is what you have rolled. Okay.
Box
You take a
card.
powerful blow, roll plus conditions on a 10 plus, choose one. You must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. Which do you choose?
Well,
Or 2 options from the 7 to 9
Oh,
list,
that's true.
right?
Sorry. Thank you very much, Alexi. Or 2 options from the 7 to 9 list. That's
I
on row
think
12 of the moves tab.
I think I mean in the blur all she can think about I think is just like as she's getting smacked I think she like spits out some blood and is like that can't be good for your nervous system and like hits the button to call her mech has been like hitting, so I would like to lose control of my powers in a terrible way.
Oh,
Goodness
no.
gracious.
We've been so terrible to this school.
Brooklyn Visions Academy. It was all going so well until those supers showed up.
You guys have been great. I have caused mucho structural damage.
Well, and you must be terrible for your nervous system. You hit the button. She stops slapping you, but she grabs your. I imagine you're a collared like blouse kind of girl. She grabs that. You don't even understand. I'm here on a scholarship. Everything can be taken away from me. Do you really? Then boom, you hear this something slam into the wall and then slam into it again, and she hears it, and then phew, she takes off like the Roadrunner. Just I think you would even get that. Like, I think the Roadrunner is from the
Yeah.
fort, maybe. Anyways, buy war bonds or something. Boom, she's gone. Let's come back to Andromeda and Squirrel Girl. Genki is viewing his phone surreptitiously, and he's like, "Oh, this is not going well, guys. It's not going. Oh man. Oh wow. What do you do?
I snatch his phone from him and look at what he's looking at.
Sweet. You see some vibrating person on top of Betty, and then boom, you feel the entire Brooklyn Visions Academy like vibrate just for a second, like an earthquake just snapped. And then it takes off, just zips away. The vibrating person.
Oh man, if only we had Pietro. Uh,
We don't need
don't.
Pietro.
right,
We
right.
just we just need to stick with it. We need to give
Okay,
chase.
everyone, Miss Calero says, I need everyone this yeah, we have it seems like we have an earthquake. I need everybody just very calmly just get down out of your desk. We're just going to move down. We're going to get into the safety position. We're going to shelter in place. And everybody's like, oh, whatever. They're pulling out
I'm gonna
their
run
phones,
out.
they're all stuff.
I'm gonna run out. Just say,
Yeah.
I gotta tell the principal. I'll go tell the principal, and I'm just gonna run out. But I'm gonna check on Betty.
Sweet. So Squirrel Girl takes off. Andromeda. Lisa Strode is watching you like she knows. She's like, where are you going? She has her phone up. She's totally gonna watch and she's gonna take a video of you doing something against school rules. What do you do?
She's following us. She's followed us into the hallway.
No, did you? I'm sorry. I knew the Squirrel Girl went out into the hallway. I was checking to see if Andromeda did. You probably already said you did, right?
Oh yeah, I'm
missed
gonna
it.
take off too. But like, yeah, if Lisa's
She's just recording it.
filming me, yeah.
I'm just documenting someone who's leaving school. It looks like a tardy for me.
I will like grab a like water bottle and like toss it on her in hopes of frying her phone, but also getting her wet.
You get her wet.
Yes.
For sure.
Cool.
And she's like, "Oh, this is IP6 rated, idiot."
I don't know what that means. I keep running.
You literally don't. Sweet.
Too bad, because being doused in water is probably like a sign of honor under something.
It's true. Maybe like as a Telecani ritual of, but you're always doused anyway. Sweet. Andromeda, Squirrel Girl, two of you running along to try to catch up to where Genki, who is the guy in the chair, so he's still back on his phone. He's just underneath his desk. And when the two of you come in, you see moving across the hall. Is it big enough to where when the mech is walking through, it's like taller than one of the hallway ceilings, and its head is like.
I think that the whole mech is taller than a person, so it must be like over 6 feet about, but like it's more like on the scale of a big person than it is.
That's
like
wild. For this whole series, I've had it in my head that it was like a giant mecha. Okay, wow.
Well, I mean,
that's fine. No,
it
can
could be it could be beefy, but I envisioned it more as like because I know the Hydra Stomper is enormous, so I thought that it was like big, probably like could smash through a wall, but not like over 7 feet ish.
Okay, cool. Like 7 feet. Awesome. Yeah, you see the Supermarine booking it towards Betty.
Probably big that its arms are probably smashing lockers, because it's like kind of wide, so it's dragging through the sides.
And then Supermarine arrives about the same time as Squirrel Girl and Andromeda.
rolling over, looking bloodied, like weakly holding up the thing with drugs, been like, yep, she had him. Sorry.
Oh, Gabriella. Yeah. And Andromeda like punches a locker and crumples it and says, we gotta catch her. We gotta talk her down before she destroys her whole life.
She said something about a scholarship. Huh. I don't know. It sounded like she has to perform, but then I didn't catch it because she was beating me about the face.
Can you catch up
Man,
to her if you push this thing as fast as it can go?
probably. Although I think I could stick a hand out real fast when she's coming by. That would also.
But she
Jesus.
just like checking in. She ran off away from us. She's not like
Yes.
looping back as far
She
as we
took
know.
off. She is not coming back to attack again. She has just.
I say we got to give chase. Fire up this thing. I'll hold on. Squirrel Girl. It's like Andromeda's ready to just like cling to the outside of the Supermarine as
Yeah.
Betty
Betty is
blasts
weakly
off.
climbing into it. She's getting into it because now she's like, man, when I'm outside, I'm like, I tried Andromeda standing up. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I need to
You were
need
too
to be
weak.
inside the neck. Listen,
You need to get stronger. Here, there are treadmills to lift at your uncle's apartment. You could join me. We could lift treadmills.
I can. When I'm in my mech, I can lift a treadmill just fine.
But you need to be strong outside of your mech too.
Awesome. We'll do that. We'll talk. I'll try to talk about this after we get in. She climbs in and straps herself down and is like, all right. I don't know what else she might be doing, but Doreen, was there like a hiding place? Where did you run into these people? Like, is there a stockpile somewhere in the
No,
school?
but well, how many vials did you grab, or did you?
Um, did I grab one, or
Yeah.
did I have the belt and she
You grabbed the
had
belt. There was one belt. There was two vials in the belt, but she
Okay.
had grabbed one out of the belt.
one? Okay. Right. So I need to scan this. So we need to tuck this away. Can I just
Oh,
like tuck it into the mech or something like that so it's safely out of the way?
Sure.
yeah. Before you do
Okay.
that, I'm
It is
gonna
only a
open.
hard move away. Sorry. Go ahead.
Before you do that, I'm just gonna smell it.
Thought you
And
were
then
like
I'll
just
put it.
gonna knock it back.
Okay.
You've already got superpowers.
Yeah, yeah.
You have the powers of a
have-
girl and the powers of a squirrel.
That's right.
That's a lot of powers.
So yeah, so I'm gonna smell it and just try to hound scent hound it, try to find where
Oh,
where it might
awesome.
be.
Oh, can
Unleash
squirrels
your
have enhanced senses of smell?
That's
Maybe.
amazing.
Let's go with it.
I love it. So
Um,
good. I love
You
this.
could-
Please
and you could
unleash your
even-
powers.
You could even describe the scent to all the squirrels in the area and have them like
Oh
convey
yes.
the message of where
yeah.
where they smell the scent trail.
Right. So yeah. We're gonna do that. We're gonna search, and if I get an opportunity, I will send my squirrel friends out searching as
So
well.
one roll will have it branch all of that, getting the scent, sending everyone tippy toes, stating, "You understand that riding on a mech is a very bad idea. It seems very unstable, but we can do it." Awesome. Let's see you unleash. Good luck.
All right. Do.
Roll and press freak, and your freak is a 0.
And this is unleash, you said? I'm going to
Yes.
yeah, I have come on, Lucky, to add a +1 to that.
Oh, hey, there you go.
There should hopefully be some partial successes left in there after I went
Right.
through it.
All right, 10.
Nice. The 10 in this one is kind of boring. You do it, and there's no bad stuff. But yeah, it's. Do you speak regular English in the squirrels just know this? I can't remember how
No, I,
it's done
I speak I
canonically.
speak squirrel.
Oh, that's
So-
amazing.
So other people hear squirrel, yeah.
Tippy Toe takes off. A bunch of squirrels we see outside. They're like listening. One of them drops a nut. They're scampering around trying to find Gabriella. Meanwhile, kids are. Well, are they? No, they're all told to shelter in place. So I think as you guys are doing this, Carlos Sales, security guard, comes down and he sees you guys and you head past. He's like, "Hey, what? I hate this place." Sweet. You guys come outside, and where is a place? I don't know New York incredibly well. What's a place in Brooklyn? If anyone knows, if not, we'll make something up where she might go to hide out. It's part of me that's
some corner
like
of Prospect Park.
interesting, yeah.
That makes sense. And the squirrels would, it's right in squirrel territory. They would know.
Oh, really cool.
Coney Island.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, she's super fast. She could go a lot of places. Oh, that's a good point. Funny, there's a Prospect Park in 3 places in Minnesota. So of course Google's like, you want to be here in the place where you are, Rich, right?
Okay.
I'm helping. I got it.
Also, very amusingly, there's a place called MCU Park in Brooklyn. It's a baseball stadium for the Brooklyn Cyclones. I don't know what MCU stands for, but not Marvel Cinematic Universe in this case.
Yes, it has to be that. That is the Brooklyn Cyclones. That is amazing. Oh, they're a Mets minor league team. Really cool.
Ah.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I'm on their website. I'll stop. Yeah, this is cool. I'm trying to get a vibe of how big it is. So yes, you guys are led to this place where Gabriella has gone to hide out, but not terribly well. Imagine this.
You can run,
kind of
but you can't hide from squirrels.
Montage of like a string of squirrels leading you guys along, and Betty in the Supermarine carrying Andromeda and Squirrel Girl. As you enter the park, it's late morning, so I imagine that the grounds crew is out and they're like watering the field, but Gabriella is up in the bleachers. How is it, Sabrina? Do you like burst onto the scene, or do you decide to hop out of the mech?
No.
approach?
Betty's in it. I think she's like if we have to go through the big doors to get on the field, then she's like climbing up onto the stands and like hauling herself up stands first.
Oh,
Like
cool.
finding a way to clamber up if that's where she is. Or did you say she was on the field?
No, she's not on the field. Sorry, there are the grounds crew, people that maintain the grass and the dirt and everything. They're there doing
Oh, great.
stuff
There's
on
some
the
civilians
field.
that can be in
There's
danger.
civilians who could be put in danger. Yes, Rich has learned from playing masks before that's the thing you have to do. But Gabriella is in the bleachers. She's up high. She seems to have
She's
picked
on
a
the-
particular seat for some reason. But yeah, she's in the bleachers. And I just dropped a Brooklyn Cyclones ballpark link so you can get a vibe of its overall.
I love that it's Maimonides Park. Like, I forget how you pronounce that, but that's the actual name. Also, besides MCU.
Mhm.
But yeah, I
I
think
can't pronounce that word.
Betty is absolutely like hang on, and is just like clambering, hauling herself up. Yeah, mech style.
Sweet. Love it.
Stomp.
Boom. You guys get up. Maybe you climb up to where there's one of these pictures of like a couple VIP-ish areas. Do, do, do. Just make sure we're all on the same page because I love this anyway. You like climb up the side and come out over here, and you see that this is home plate, right? And Gabrielle is seated up near this area. So it's behind the netting, not far from the concourse here where they have a number of not currently functioning, right? They're all shuttered, but various vending areas. Do you imagine that your mech is super loud and she hears you guys coming, or not?
Get her attention. I'll try to sneak around.
Okay.
Ah,
I think
Nice.
she's like stomp, 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 and then is just like, "Hey, Gabriella, um, this isn't finished. You started something here. You gonna see it through?"
She looks at you and she doesn't get up. Actually, just sinks down in her seat
Are you?
and waits.
she seems maybe she's feeling bad about doing the drug.
Maybe. I mean, Betty looks over you like with like black eyes and is like,
Or about hitting you because
"It's
you're
probably the drug. It's probably the um." Yeah, like that's very unusual for Andromeda to be like, "Oh, she has no fight." But he's like, "Ah, are you okay?"
No. Are you? Did I hurt you too bad?
Nah, didn't spit out any teeth. It does hurt, but like, fine, stay there. And then she like, "Only if you don't beat me up. That's the only way I'll get out of this." And then like slowly climbs out of the mech.
It's all out of my system. I'm not gonna do anything.
Hmm. Hey, hey, you're not the only one that's like done bad stuff with powers, you know? Like superpowers aren't all what they're cracked up to be sometimes.
Oh
You
my
can like
God. If you tell me with great power comes great responsibility, I will smack you again.
I've never heard that before, but that sounds nice. Sounds cool. Sounds neat.
God, my cousin has it on a t-shirt.
Um, no, my
I'm
suit.
just totally screwed. Just if you need to beat me up back, whatever.
Well, it's not gonna unbruise my face, so no
She like
problem.
reaches up and wipes at her eyes.
Uh, Here. I think Betty probably looks over her shoulder to like wherever Doreen is in the background and is kind of giving you a face like, uh, uh.
What is Betty is having to deal with other people's emotions? Doreen, will you rush in to save her?
No, because Betty's doing a great job now, doing it herself. Yeah, I think I'm hanging back because I see that Betty's. When I hear this conversation, I think Betty's gonna get through. So I am gonna not interrupt.
I have
But
an
I'll give you
angle
like
on
a
a
thumbs
comfort and
up.
support here, but I'm happy for Betty to take the first crack if you'd like to.
I think that oh man. I guess I don't have an angry condition because I didn't take it earlier, so that would pay off. I think she might plop in the seat next to her and be like, Hey, I managed to zap not just me, but then also my friend's dad and several other important people fully out of existence with a cool power that I was working on. It's you gotta sometimes you carry that around with you a little bit, but I had to work on it. I had to get other people to help me to work on the ability, and now it's a little better. But I still have to work on making stuff up to them. I'll probably have to figure out what I need to do to make it up to my friend. So it's not it's not totally hosed. What, throwing a knuckle sandwich? That ain't the end of the world. The worst thing you did? Try dissolving space and time.
So
Yeah.
way beyond me. I'm sorry.
It'll
I took it because I wanted to get away, but then as soon as it hit my system, I just lost control.
I mean, I was in your stuff. That makes sense. But is that all you use it for? Like, how long you been using that?
Rumpelfort, he gave me a few freebies. I I just carried it around. I never taken it until the game. We were losing so bad.
Mm. Is that the scholarship stuff? I've just heard a little bit.
Yeah, I got an athletic scholarship to come to Visions, and it's a real opportunity for me, but stuff just hasn't been breaking right for me at all, and I'm not doing great in Trig or
Oh,
Chem.
is that the only problem? I mean, I can help you with trig. I mean, it's just triangles. Like we haven't even started doing calculus yet. I'm I could do
Yeah,
that,
but
no problem.
it doesn't even matter now. You caught me with drugs, not just like pot, but whatever this. He said it was some kind of extremis plus something.
Hmm. Well, I don't know, but Sue Storm helped me with my problem, so maybe we can talk to them or Aegis or someone to see if we can work out a deal.
Or just don't tell anyone.
Or we can just hide this and say that my mech went crazy. But yeah, she looks
Yeah,
over to see
Andromeda
Andromeda.
will like step over, the bleacher seats, right, to sit down on to kind of be on the other side of Gabriella, and she turned off the image inducer when they were giving chase, but then she turns it back on again so that she's Anna, right?
Nice.
She says, "Take it from me, Gabriella. You've got the heart of a warrior. I saw that on the basketball court before you even did this drug. You don't need it. You can get rid of it, get your head back in the game, and you can defeat whatever Brooklyn Visions Academy throws at you."
Ooh, please comfort and support. And
So
if Betty
Yeah, I
wants
didn't know
to
if I
spin
needed to.
team, you absolutely are definitely like the two of you are doing it.
Yeah,
It's just
Oh, yeah,
whoever
yeah.
wants to roll.
because
So
you're still angry too.
I took Yes, you're right. I took a move called "Take It From Me," so I can, when I comfort or support someone who
Oh.
openly admires your celebrity persona, roll plus superior instead of mundane. You're right
She
that
does.
angry still cuts against it, so it comes to a -1 all told. I think.
Ah!
Does
Let's see how this
You
goes.
two tell me who you want to lead this role, and the other can absolutely spin team to support if
Because
it
I've
gets
got a +1, but also you can roll and I can do team. Either way.
Let's see what happens, and
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
may well be we want
I
team
don't
on this.
trust me touching the
Hey,
dice roller.
comes to an 8 actually.
Hey.
Hey, cool. On a comfort support 7 to 9.
They hear you.
Yep. And she's not a PC, so just she hears you and she wipes her eyes. So you're not going to turn me in? You have every right to. I jack slapped you like I hit you.
I need to get more tough, according to some people. So I'm just taking it as that. It's training. We just are a little enthusiastic.
Okay. I owe you big time.
No problem. We'll just we gotta come up with some reason why we're out here, unless I think Betty looks at the machine. Does she have like a second glass bulb? Is there some way we could portal back to school on the
I
remaining
think if you still have one gadget left,
gadget?
maybe
Yeah.
you can.
Maybe we might be able to get back to school.
Okay.
Yeah, so she'll
I'm down
just
for
be
that.
like, okay, everybody. Does admitting her guilt and about her shame and talking about
Yeah.
restitution count as a
Sure.
sacrifice?
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Yes. So I gonna roll superior. It was like, all right, hang on, everyone, as it's rolling up again. Yeah,
Oh.
it really.
So it looks like it's a 7 to 9. On a
Yep.
7 to 9, on a hit, you do it. On a 7 to 9, mark a condition, or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
No, I think this is up to the GM. Is what I think this.
Oh
is.
no. More unstable and temporary effects.
Yes, it just makes sense.
Green glow envelops all 4 of you because Gabriella's with you. I imagine Gabriella like kind of hugs against you, Anna. She's a little scared of super science. Also, the way that Betty talks about it sounds dangerous, so just a little nervous. Then
I will like squeeze her shoulder reassuringly and then like stop myself from squeezing it too hard because don't want
see
to
the like X-ray thing of the clavicle breaking. No,
don't want to do
yeah,
that.
So then the sound pulses and the camera is like a stable shot, and then boom, all of you disappear. Supermarine to every one of you, even Tippy Toe. And then boom, you pop back in right at the parking lot of Brooklyn Visions Academy, where Atuma is waiting. He has jammed the trident into the asphalt of the parking lot and crossed his arms, and he's looking directly at the point where you port in. How did he know you would be here? No, who can say?
Teleconal census.
Perhaps.
Oh. You should all get back to school. I need to deal with this.
Are you sure?
Yautlacknico. Go.
Father,
It's time to
You,
return home. He will deign to speak a little bit of English. It's broken. It's time to go home. Tell your human friends.
this is something I need to deal with. You should get Gabriella into the school so she's not in more trouble.
Okay, like Betty will nod and take Gabriella, but kind of like looks at Doreen briefly, like,
Who is that dude?
It's her dad.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is okay. This is part of the
Disturbingly
thing.
hot and blue.
This is one of those things where, like, remember how we're not
I'm gonna
talking about a
pretend
lot
I
of
did
stuff?
not hear that.
This is this is one of the things we're not talking about. Okay, let's go.
What's with
if
the
you-
crazy hat?
If you need us, Andromeda, we'll be right inside. And Betty, like, at
Is
least
she an
gets down.
alien?
Depends on your definition. Not of Earth, but she's from Earth. That's all you need to know. Okay.
I'm,
And hurries her off.
I'm not going to go into the school, but I will go a little bit distance to give them privacy.
Nice.
You found the trident, Father.
Yes.
I'd been hanging on to it to keep it safe.
That is a lie. Or a half-truth at best.
I wanted a little more time. These
You have received it, and now that time is up.
if I go back to Telokan, these things will follow me. And she points towards the camera drones that I'm sure are hovering nearby.
Oh, they are so hovering nearby.
I cannot expose the secrets of our people to a wicked extra-dimensional voyeur.
That is a really good logic. I would like to see you.
What do I roll for that? I don't know.
I think what you're doing, in essence, is he's telling you how the world works.
I'm rejecting his influence. Sure.
Sounds like you're rejecting his influence.
Yeah.
Roll.
I'll definitely roll against it. What would the label shift be for it?
Oh, that's a great question. Let me take a look. He would lower your danger.
Yeah, I
and
may be a
raise
little
your
too
mundane.
dangerous.
You are too dangerous.
Sure.
And,
Mundane.
yes,
Mundane
to
by
listen,
his lights. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Listen to your father.
I got an 8.
On a hit, you hold to yourself and tune them out. On a 7 to 9, you choose one. You can clear a condition and mark potential or mark potential. Clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Or you can just shift one label up and one label down at your choice. Or you can cancel his influence over you, and take +1 forward against your own father, Atuma.
Wow. I think I want to clear the condition. So I think I want to try clearing guilty on this and acting and basically I pull out my own trident, revealing that it was hidden in my gym bag the whole time. We don't question how that was the case, right? And
Highlander physics.
wave it back and forth as and like you see the drone like moving to follow it, right? Just like proving that this is, you know, a like genuine consideration, these this surveillance I'm under. I say, I know I should return, but I have to deal with this first. Is there anything, could I could you talk to the scientists who are working on King Kukulan's special project and see if they could help me get at the foe who watches me from across dimensions? So now I'm gonna barrel right ahead into a belong in both worlds role, if you think that's all right.
Yes. Oh, I love this setup. I want to see this happen. Ooh, very cool use of it. I love it. Good luck.
So the trigger is whenever you contact your people, roll plus superior, and then I'm, you know, hoping to get enough hold to spend on receive a useful piece of alien technology.
Mhm.
No. The dice have betrayed me, however. So I got a miss. I rolled a 4. And it says on a miss, hold 1, but your people make an uncomfortable demand of you.
Oh, that's how it goes. That goes. Oh man, that's wicked. Okay. You hold 1, but your people make an uncomfortable, and we determined it was not a comfortable demand. So we
Yes,
just not
it's an
ask for hand
uncomfortable demand.
towels.
No.
Uncomfortable demand of you. Of course, my daughter. And once you have defeated this foe, you will return home. And this dalliance is over. Agree to that, and I will speak to the scientists and get you what you need.
She kind of like, you know, tenses her grip on her trident, and then like lowers her head and says, of course, that's more than fair.
He nods in his giant, like, hammerhead bone uh, headpiece, moves with it, and then he'll turn and yank the trident free. And then just out of spite, he like swipes and slashes at the little camera drone eye, and it falls to the ground. And he turns and does the like super leap up and over a building away from the out of the parking lot area.
Were you listening to all of that, girl of squirrels?
I was. I was.
I'm sorry. It's the only thing I can do. He's right, I have to return, but I'll take care of this first and deal with that mojo.
Oh, well, it sounded like you were gonna return if the scientists were able to give you something to help. Is that right?
Pelican is the most advanced society on this planet. If there's anyone that can get us to Mojo's dimension so we can bring him down, it'll be them.
And if we break the thing with Mojo without their help, does that mean you're no longer bound to do his wishes?
Andromeda like pauses to think that over. Well, maybe.
Perfect.
Oh, that's awesome. So, looking at time, I'm now asking to make space. I've tried to put on the table all of the things we wanted to talk through, the drug, uh, the return of the vibranium we did kind of off screen, but dealing with father, dealing with Mojo and the portals. So we've got 16 minutes before our traditional normal game session container happens. What scenes do any of you want? And again, we'll have space for epilogues. We'll carve at least 5 minutes at the end to do epilogues and wrap up. But are there any particular scenes, PC to PC preferenced, but scenes that you want before we start to put this to bed?
Have we gotten rid of the thread of the drug dealing scroll?
So you specifically, like, he doesn't come back. You didn't get
Okay.
you kind of got rid of him in that someone portaled him away, but he
But
doesn't.
who knows
come
where
back.
he's gone?
That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly. Dun dun dun. But all that's left are the whatever supplies kids had. So we could easily off screen, it was cut for time, the tryouts thing, and kids burn through their stuff, not realizing that Rumplefort's not coming back to resupply them. But yeah, I think you've dealt with it. If that's cool with you guys. Does that feel
That's-
satisfying as a conclusion, everybody, for that?
I'm
could do-
fine with that. I think we have maybe an end credit scene to show where the scroll ended up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think we could add like a little montage where there's like squirrels like rummaging through lockers and like finding the
Oh, that's
leftover
awesome.
drugs.
Oh, that's way better. Oh, that's way better.
Oh, we made it. Has Doreen created a little anti-drug squad now that the squirrels are looking for drugs?
Tippy
now?
toe sniffing the vial, and like you're telling all of the different squirrels and then like raiding all of the lockers. That's amazing. Thank you, Alexi. That is perfect.
Is Nancy sitting in the auditorium watching a bunch of people do like lame cartwheels and stuff? Because I assume the auditions are still
They
happening.
still happen, but they don't have superpowers, so they're just it's like stupid human tricks. It just it's not good. It's not good at all. That's amazing.
We'll call you. We'll call you. I think, yeah, I think, so how is it being left with Mojo and them? Is the idea that, well, if Andromeda just doesn't defeat him yet, then you
I
can
think
stay.
Squirrel Girl was pitching if we can deal with Mojo without, if we deal with Mojo before the Teleconnelly scientists come up, present their solution, then have I technically kind of sidestepped the deal I just made with my father, which he
Okay.
might not agree with, but like perhaps Andromeda's really like grasp at that straw here if Squirrel Girl's offering it.
Yeah, I have an idea for Mojo.
Nice.
Yeah, basically, I reach into my book bag, I give you all some paper, and we all talk to our cameras. And what we will be pitching is unionization for all the actors, crew that Mojo employs, all the stuntmen, and I'm sure we're gonna get canceled very soon.
Oh, please. That is amazing. Give me I think you are provoking someone, and don't forget you could bring Tippy Toe into provoking.
Awesome.
We can
Right.
use it. I can use team for this too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I brought all y'all are being brought into this. Provoke is superior.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It sure is.
One. Right. Hopefully this works. All right. I'll take it.
Barely
An 8.
squeaked.
Oh, 7. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Do
So
we
on
have
provoke
can we spend all of our remaining team to push
Team?
that up to a 10?
So technically,
Yeah.
it would have to be 3 PCs spending it.
Okay. All right. How about
Okay.
this? What if I spend my last hold from fastball special and like something about our training when I threw the shark at Squirrel Girl, like it helps her here to like have the nerve to stand up to Mojo.
Shark throw. God,
Yeah.
yes, that sounds amazing.
And then each of us spends a team because we're recording our own talking heads,
Yeah.
bits alongside Squirrel Girl.
Then that would work.
Yeah.
So on an NPC, for NPCs on a 10 plus, they rise to the bait and do what you want. So you can make all these demands. A few moments pass, and all of as you're in the middle of your right, okay, you're making your demands about unionization, and then the little red lights on your cam bots go off. A few moments pass, and a portal opens up, and a woman wearing silver with six arms
Yep.
steps through. She looks at the three of you. Pretty clever. She
Here for a
holds up her
rematch,
hand.
six-armed woman.
The eyes all come over and settle into her hand, and she puts them into a little pouch. She pulls out 4 contracts that you recognize. You do not need to unionize. She rips them up. But know this. If ever you breathe a word of unionization to any of Mojo's talent, I will sneak in at night and murder your friends.
Wow.
Or maybe you can be inspired by us.
Nice. And she looks at you.
Andromeda like whispers, "Oh, I was going to say not if we murder you first, but yours is better."
That's better.
So good. And Spiral
He's like-
looks at Squirrel Girls like, maybe you're inspired by us, and she says, maybe. And she turns and a portal opens up and she steps through.
I say it's easy to talk to unhappy employees.
Wow. Doreen, did you just get rid of the biggest bad guy we've been dealing with this whole time in like 2 sentences?
I don't think
Yes.
Johnny Storm or Captain Britain or the Black Panther or even Ku Klux Klan himself could have done that.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
You've outperformed all these adult heroes.
Okay, I was gonna say, is that the drive? I didn't say. I didn't look. Wait. What's her new drive? Yeah.
Yep.
And
Thank
pulling
you.
off a ridiculous stunt. Yeah, you're gonna have
Alright.
to tell the thing. I think he'll be real impressed.
Or maybe Bucky?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Betty fully missing this because like, ew, gross. He's
She has
just
no idea.
Bucky.
Right.
He's an
He's
old
just
man.
Bucky.
He's just Bucky. Kind of
He
like
was
my
born
dad.
in the 1920s.
Yeah.
He's just
She-
Bucky.
She's like, yeah, sure. He probably would be impressed. He's definitely going to be glad to not have those cameras in the apartment.
Yeah. Yes, that would earn his respect. You can mark off that drive. He will be like, really? That's how you did it? Unionization? I have to say, I'm pretty impressed.
So does that mean that you're not leaving Andromeda?
I think maybe I've bought a little bit of time.
Okay.
Just have to make good use of it. So who are we going to fight now?
I don't know. I'm sure we'll find something. I think Betty looks, I think we just see her kind of like look at the multi-cracked glass bulbs and is like, well, I can't go anywhere yet because I have to fix this first. So it's gonna take some more research. maybe we can think of a name. Might have to call it the Dimension Hopper or something. Maybe. Who knows? We'll have to workshop it.
Dimension Stomper.
Ooh.
I like that a lot. Maybe.
Cool. Are there any other scenes you guys want?
I'll just parlay this into a triumphant celebration, right? And so I'll say, what glorious fellow exiles, what glorious story will you tell about our adventure?
Well, definitely how you bested the thing in combat. Even though, like, it depends which adventures. We've had a lot of them, but I've never seen anybody do that. And then probably about how Squirrel Girl turned aside the greatest interdimensional threat with his own cameras.
Truly an exploit worthy of commemoration. And Andromeda will clap Squirrel Girl on the back. So I will add bested the thing in combat as an exploit, and you get to shift my labels, Betty.
Woo. Okay.
Nice.
Well, I'm gonna put your savior up and bring your danger down.
Yes.
There you go. Because we used it did a lot of saving today.
You did.
What is my... I mean, you could have probably like done, you guys probably could have done this though, like without me, right? Like
No
I don't know.
way.
It seems like I just kind of like made a big hole in the wall and like, smashed stuff up a little bit.
You did smash stuff up, but you also smashed Gabriella's self-loathing.
Oh, I guess you're right.
You can you can relate to normal surface world people. An important skill that I am slowly learning too.
And I wasn't even inside my Mac for that. You're right.
Mhm.
You give influence to me, but you already have it, I believe. Oh no, influence on me. I'll add Andromeda apparently.
I think you have me.
Or no,
Do you have me?
I should. Oh yeah. Influence on.
If they say like, no, we could not have done it without you. Yep. Okay. So that means
Okay.
you shift my labels again.
I shift your labels because I was like, did you shift my labels again? Gosh. Let's. You're talking about slowly learning.
I did tee you up to
Serve
my
to-
mundane if you want.
No. I feel like her powers were definitely on display. I don't know. I think I'm gonna up your superior, which seems unusual. No. I won't. I will up your savior one more time. There we go.
And what are you lowering?
I'll lower your superior. There
Okay.
you go.
Fair enough.
Because it was like you were being very noble, and like it wasn't like mundane. Like I still think it was
I'll take it.
in the pursuit.
I'll take the savior.
That's good. Nice stuff. And then Squirrel Girl, do you want to hit your triumphant? Because I think it's cute. I really like it.
Let's see. That's the one when you share triumphant celebration.
Yes, it's on row
Tell them how
67.
they're awesome. Guys, I think we're missing another part of the big picture, and that's like what we did for ourselves. I mean, you, Betty, you s- you stood up um without having to rely on your superior genius, and you saved someone, and then you made a decision to, well, to at least to stay, at least for a little while. Um, and same goes for you, Anna. You stood up against the weight of your family, your society, um, and you chose to make a place for yourself here, with us, in weaker surface dwellers. Um, uh, just and that was your choice, and that was something you wanted. And well, we didn't let Mojo tell us what our lives was going to be, some show for him, some entertainment. We decided, that we're going to take control of our own destinies, right?
And maybe you even inspired Spiral. I guess we'll have to keep our ear out and see if there's a insurrection in the Mojoverse.
Yeah. We'll have to see if there's probably even more people to inspire in the schools. So we have to stay so we can see how you inspire the rest of the students.
Plus, I think I'm
during-
starting to figure out this trigonometry thing.
And you got the basketball thing down.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
think we can
Or
make
you-
a difference here.
Yeah.
nice. They did a quick cut to Nancy. He says, "Oh, great! All of your superhero friends are staying. Awesome."
I'm gonna give her a box, and it's gonna have a mask and a superhero costume. And I'm saying, um, yeah, you were a superhero before I met any other superhero, uh, and I don't think I can do this without you.
I will take this adorable mask, and I will allow you to tell yourself that you still need me, and do my best to make sure you don't forget it.
Deal.
Dang girl. Sweet. That feels great. I feel pretty happy. Let's finish off with intercession, just because I love the intercession stuff. So, Betty, at the end of this session, choose one. Did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
Oh, I think grew closer to the team, and I think conversely, this is going to Doreen, who didn't dive in to save me with her amazing comforting skills, but made me have to do it. Talk to Gabriella, and that was a real growing experience that I wouldn't have had without the team around. So
Awesome,
yes.
Squirrel Girl. Wow. You already have influence over Supermarine, so you get to adjust one of her labels up and another down. And because of your choice for Betty, you clear a condition or mark potential, your choice.
Ooh.
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
You don't have any
okay.
conditions, so just mark potential.
Right. Cool. Um. Oh, and do I need to shift your labels, or
You need to
or-
shift one label up and one label down. Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna move your mundane up, and I'm gonna bring your freak down.
Gasp.
Okay.
Okay. Never, yes. Never making anyone feel better ever again. I've learned my lesson. Just kidding.
Andromeda. Did you grow closer to the team, grow away from the team, or grow into your own image of yourself?
Yeah, so I mean, there was some getting closer to the team, and we saw some label shifting there. So I think I think I'm going to say like, that is all accounted for with the triumphant celebrations, and for end of session I'm going to pick grow into your own
Yep.
image of yourself, because I think she also did that, right?
I agree.
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm going to I'm going to move Freak down and Superior up to represent her kind of growing tactical ability to like think tactically about both battles and people, right? Because she comforted, but she comforted with Superior in this session, and so
She did.
that's part of the image that she's growing into here.
Awesome. I love that. I love that explanation. Last but not least, Dorian Green, aka the Squirrel Girl. Did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I think I grew closer to team. I think it was that's tough. Made me feel welcome. I think I think I'd have to say Betty, because I think I rubbed off on her as far as having her using words to help people.
I did things in both sessions. I tried to punch somebody for
Yes.
like Andromeda wanted, and then I had to talk to people. Cool.
So great.
I will then, you know what, I'm gonna move your Freak up because you were able to use your Squirrel. Got to hear you speak Squirrel for the first time. And I'll move your Savior down one, because you don't always have to be the one that is saving everybody, because you're giving us consciences to do that for
Nice.
you.
Nice.
Do weird stuff if you want.
Nice. Cool. So I mentioned it before. I will circle back around for any epilogues that folks would like to do, and I do have a mid-credit or post-credit sequence because someone queued me up to say that we need to know where Rumpelfort went, and it's bananas, but I'm going for it. Should I lead off with that?
Just like real quick, I think the epilogue is like, beautiful day at the beach, and then the ground starts to shake and people start to run, and from the ocean comes this massive dragon thrashing its tail and chomping its jaws, and then like as like the beach clears out, like standing facing it, you see this lone blue woman with trident, and she says, "You've come back for more, Fin Fang Foom, have at thee."
But you don't see all of its tail, right?
But you don't see all of its tail, no, because she cut off the tail of Fin Fang Foom, and that's the truth.
That is the truth. Oh, that's amazing. And I'm glad you went first, because I had a Fin Fang Foom related thought, but that's okay. I liked yours better.
I think you probably see Betty at school, probably like looking next to like Genki's desk and like pointing out like actually there's probably like a free period where there's a couple desks that have been pulled next to Betty's, and she's essentially holding an impromptu trig tutoring session. Like she's pointing stuff out and like no, and then like rewriting formulas, and then Gabriella's there, and like maybe somebody else from the basketball team, and a couple people. So she's doing that, and then you see her walking by, probably like waving at Doreen, who I assume like doing something like involved probably with student government. Like she probably swings by and like picks up a button and sticks it on, that's like Doreen for school president or something like that. Which, not that like you can do that, you can also like not say it, but she was definitely probably pushed, vote Green, like vote vote Doreen. And picks that up, and then you see her at the Baxter building, and she's like refining something, and is like sitting next. She keeps hitting the button and like shooting a portal, and like it one has like weird stuff inside the portal, and like she's like no, and her, or maybe Herbie's like no, 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 and they're having to do something before like some nasty like tentacle comes out and it closes around slicing it off.
Oh, that's
Like,
great.
okay, we're going back to the drawing board, but Betty gives a thumbs up to like whoever's behind the glass there, like Stu or Reed, like don't worry about it, don't worry about it yet.
Sweet. And you have goggles on because that's what indicates to other people you're doing science stuff.
Yes, and a lab coat, but she's rolled
Yes,
the
and a
lab
lab
coat up, and it's
Okay,
got
because
grease
that
paint
means
on it. It's got somehow inexplicably has grease and oil on the lab coat.
Reed's like, so where do we have grease? I'm not sure.
Sweet.
Awesome. Any more epilogues?
Oh, I think there has to be a scene where we just have Lisa Strode sitting on a bench, and she's looking, like she's holding like a pin. It says Doreen Green for president, as if, and she throws it away, and then like an acorn hits her in the head, and like she looks around, and then another one comes up, and she looks up, and it's just like tippy toe looking innocent. And that's the epilogue for me.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. We have a mid-credit sequence with it looks like maybe it takes place moments after the Betty Carter portal stuff. And Sue's working on something on her little see-through pad, and Reed's head comes in because he's still typing on a keyboard somewhere. And he says, I noticed that Carter girl hasn't left. Is she staying? And Sue says, I hope so. I hope so. I've got some ideas. And then the camera pans down, and we see along the digital pad is something that says Future Foundation Charter. And then we cut again to this desolate landscape. And at first, it's just this beige, windswept, desert-like plain. And then we see a silhouette. Then the couple hops forward, and we see that it's Coach Rumpelfort. The actor who plays Coach Rumpelfort, but he has green skin. He has the scroll chin, and he's walking. He looks tired. He's weathered. The coach's shorts are all ripped up as the shirt. And then we hear whoa, 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 and this ship comes, and he looks up, and the thing starts to lower, like tractor beam him up into the Skrull ship, and he takes off headed towards Earth. I think that's where it says, it's time to go home. All the credits have run. And we bring this series to a close. If that's cool with y'all. This was awesome.
Hooray.
Thank you guys so much. I really enjoyed this. And we're way over time, so I will stop recording here.